I mean, that was our one connection. Then you had my brother on your podcast talking about bukkake.
Your brother, here's the thing that I'll never forget about your brother. When he was telling me, one of the things he was telling me was that, he was like, he was on heroin.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he kept saying this thing that has never left me, which was he had a job. He had like, I think, real estate or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I kept like, I just couldn't get it to get like, I would show up late or I would forget the thing. So I was supposed to be here, but I couldn't get it together. Right. And I remember him telling me all this stuff. And for some reason, it's like when someone says something and dots connect. All the times in my life where I've thought about somebody being like that, and you want to go, the fuck is going on with you, man? It made me go like, oh, maybe that person was on drugs, and not like drugs where you go falling down, strung out, clearly on drugs. He was doing drugs, but still, participating in like trying to work. And those kind of people always made me crazy, where you're like, dude, it's fucking 10 o'clock. Like, where are you? And he kept telling me how he was like, every time I had an appointment or I was supposed to do something, I would just like fuck it up somehow. But it was because I was either on heroin or looking for heroin or trying to get heroin. And it's never left me. I think about it all the time, about all the times that you're trying to like, get something done with someone, and you're like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, there's your spidey senses are going off, and they're disheveled, and there's like unmanageability. They're 8 minutes late. They're
for
like,
everything.
Fucking sorry. They're like sweating. It's like,
and that was
drugs.
like, he was like, oh yeah, that was heroin.
Yeah,
that was me like trying to get through life, but having heroin pull me in this direction.
Yeah, it's probably safe to say that if somebody's like that, there is definitely something pulling them
in that
where it's not a priority.
Right. Exactly.
Because it's like, that doesn't, like, you're sober. I mean, not sober, but like,
but not on.
You're on point. You're business savvy, and like, you tell us to get here at a certain time. You're here. We're here. It's like we got shit to do.
Everybody, you kind of, but like, there's also like people. This is like we're all friends and doing this, but like also like when you hire someone, you're like, hey, like, hey man, show me this property, and the person's like not answering, and then you're, the fuck are you doing?
Their address is off slightly, and you're like, dude, you're a real estate guy. Like,
what are you
how
doing?
the fuck is that happening?
How are you not doing this?
Yeah.
But for some reason, he has been. That story for me is one of those things that is like, it's a file in my head ever since he said it. I always think of it when somebody is off. Yeah. I'm like, maybe this person's on drugs.
Yeah.
He'll be super happy to know that too.
Well, I mean, and also, I'll tell you this, as somebody, I saw him do stand-up at the store like, I don't know, 5 years ago. And I was like, oh, there's kernels of like a funny guy here and stuff. And then I've seen him on Instagram posting clips now, and he has gotten like light years better. He's gotten really good.
Yeah, he's been practicing a lot, and he just had a kid too.
I did not know that. Him and Chelsea.
Yeah. It's called Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole. And if you go on Amazon and type in Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole and order yourself a bottle, you'd be really helping me. Because right now we're ranked number 30 on all of Amazon. And if you buy a bottle, we might go up the ladder. And that would mean a lot. So please get on Amazon and buy Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.